want to play game.
All right. Which one would you like to try?
Wow. It's so cool. My smart pet.
Okay, here's my smart pet.
I love my smart pet. Wow.
This is a tale about friendship, bravery, and a bit of magic. Believe it or not, this story is about you, a kind but timid person. You live in a small village that sits next to an unexplored forest. All of your life you have heard intimidating legends about the animals that inhabit those woods. Thankfully, people and creatures have always lived separate lives. On this particular day you are feeling restless. Do you choose to go for a walk?
Yes.
Strolling out of the village you walk along the edge of the forest.
It's so
As
cute.
night falls and the two moons rise, you cautiously watch the trees. You have heard many tales of frightening creatures that live within the woods, but you know they never venture outside. You see a shadow shifting at the base of a tree. Perhaps it is another villager in need of help. Should you move forward to investigate or back away?
Away.
Easily scared, you hasten your steps back toward the village, peering over your shoulder to ensure nothing follows you. Safe but nervous, you calm your worries by going to bed early. Drifting off to sleep, you can't help but think of the forest. Do you want to go back to the edge of the forest tomorrow?
No.
You plan to visit the playground instead and drift off to sleep. Awake and well rested, you visit the playground to get some exercise. You are startled by the sight in front of you. A strange creature looks at you. Never has a creature entered the village before. It speaks and something illuminates in your mind.
Wow. Say anything to greet the... Anything. Anything.
Suddenly, you wake up and realize the creature was just a dream. You always pictured creatures differently. Say if you think the creature was friendly or scary. It was an unsettling sight, although you expected creatures to be more intimidating. Perhaps real creatures could be different. You feel like this dream has called you to return to the forest edge. Should you go back?
No.
Resisting the beckoning of the creature, you firmly decide to stay at home. Without thinking, you begin walking and exit the village. It is almost as if something has a hold over you. Before you know it, you have returned to the same spot from the night before. At your feet is a striped egg, shaking with life.
Egg.
Something compels you to speak to it.
The egg, like your voice, say anything to greet the egg. Anything.
The egg responds to your voice and begins to crack open. From out of the egg comes a fluffy creature, much younger than the one you saw before. It looks at you and speaks.
Hello.
Hello, it says. Knowing nothing about creatures, you want to ask, what are you?
You're so cute. What are you? What are you? What are you?
I am a dog, he says in his own language. You understand a little of what he said, but not as well as the other creature. You both must have more to learn. He seems to have said his name. Do you think he said Jojo, Charlie, or something else?
Jojo, Charlie. Oh. Charlie. Charlie.
Choose Jojo, Charlie, or say none to get other options.
Charlie. Charlie.
You greet Charlie and he dances about gleefully. You want to find where Charlie came from, but don't dare enter inside the forest. Being out so long makes you nervous, and you want to go home. Should Charlie come home with you?
Yes. 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 Yes.
You invite Charlie back to your village and he happily follows. You feel like you have made a new friend. Arriving back in the village, you lead Charlie to your house. The villagers run away, having been raised on the same frightening creature stories. For now you focus on Charlie, who looks sleepy.
Charlie, you
There is so much more you want to learn about Charlie and the smart pet to return to where you left
My
off.
smart pet.
Now say goodbye to let Charlie rest.
Goodbye.
Come back and say talk to my smart pet.